Hello, my name is C. William Harper, and welcome once again to Purpose Directed Success. Guys, I want to talk to you about what to say to that person that didn't show up at your house meeting. Seems like a little silly subject, but it's very real. And how you handle that will determine how your business grows. What you say? Yeah, that's what I said. How you handle a no-show will determine how your business grows. And let me say this, and this is specifically for network marketer, MLM people, and all that good stuff like that. Please understand this. You will have no-shows. Read my lips. You will have no-shows. And my favorite one is when you drive out of town for an hour, hour and a half to 2 hours, and then they don't answer the door, and you're having a meeting at their house to make sure they'll be at the meeting. Guys, if that's happened to you, or you've invited 10 people, one has shown up, or nobody showed up out of the 10, and they assured you a half hour before the meeting that they would be there, welcome to the business. I love you. This is a big hug and a big smooch to you. Mwah! Welcome to the business. It's part of the business. Has nothing to do with you. And it has, I guess, would have a little bit to do with the character of the people that you invited. But it has nothing to do with you. You did your job. And that is your job. But let me tell you this. How you respond to that is probably as important or as critical as the people showing and not showing up. What I mean by that is this, and I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but I want you to get a feel for this. When I had no-shows, I used to spaz out, especially people that were friends of mine. Dude, how come you didn't show up? I had people in here from out of town to see you and all that. You didn't show. You made me look bad, man. And what they're going to say, funny enough, is, dude, stop pushing your little pyramid scheme down my throat. I don't want that. I had to watch TV. I had to do. It doesn't matter. If you're not going to show up, any excuse to do. But what I just did at that point, I placed or given them way more importance than they actually had to the meeting. Yeah, let me repeat that. When you call people spazzing out, getting on them or chastising them like they're your child, one thing you do is you push them away. Number two, the other thing is they're like, well, dang, I'm probably far more important than I thought I was. It's a big deal because you've relinquished your power. I never relinquish my power. Now, a good way of handling that conversation is, hey, how you doing, man? Man, I am so sorry. I am so sorry that I explained the meeting to you improperly. Well, what do you mean? When we had some people starting, they probably would have been in your downline or on your team or in your group. And I'm sorry I didn't explain it to you in a manner in which would have motivated you to show up. Well, I didn't show up because my wife, oh, okay, that's cool, no problem. But again, I just wanted to apologize because I probably should have did a much better job at explaining it to you. Now, what happens there is you handled it as a professional. Now, let me say this. Those little varmints might not show up still. And if they're not curious about it or have a modicum of curiosity about it, there's no loss for you because they weren't going to do the business anyway. However, if they have some curiosity, they might come back next time. But what happens is you handled it as a professional. As long as you handle it as a professional, you'll be fine. Hey guys, if you enjoyed that, send this out to somebody else. I expect you coming back to cwilliamharper.com because we have some other good stuff here too. So anyway, you take care, be blessed, and may God love you real good. Goodbye.